But the fact of the matter is that you can transmute that trauma into your triumph, because the fact is trauma is not what happened to you. Trauma is the repetitive pattern that you create in your mind to relive it every single moment of every single day as if it is still happening to you, even when it's not. Moving beyond the trauma is what creates that triumph. And being able to do that is something that we have to transmute, right? It's an actual physical skill set to take your survivorship and move into the so that what portion of your life where you get to choose. Yes, I was a victim of domestic violence. Yes, I was a survivor of domestic violence. But so that what? So that I could go on to create this empire to help so many different people. And quite honestly, I would not be able to help these people had I not been abused as a child. Had I not been raped at 3 different ages, I would not have the fortitude and the story and the experience and the wisdom to be able to guide people the way that I do. And so, although I do not wish these things on anybody ever, right? I don't change them for myself. I'm glad that I experienced these things. I'm able to neutralize that and to see the serve and limit of this because it's made me who I am today. And I really love who I am today, and who I get to help and how I get to show up in this world comes from my ability to not just take responsibility for my actions, but to truly accept that this was the path that I called in, that my higher self called in, that God called in. This is the path that I was meant to walk to become the person that I am today, that has helped so many people through this process in the transmutation of trials and tribulations.
Yeah. D- I can't help to think of Isaiah 6:1-3, where it says, where God promises to give us a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. Nicole, your story is the promise fulfilled. What the enemy meant for harm, God used to raise you up to be a voice for others. And I'm so, uh, I'm not speechless, obviously, because I'm talking, but this is a conversation that is so important. And taking your story and your mental resilience and your truth telling and your self-awareness, it literally is going to change people's lives, right? And I used to say when I was younger, because I was in an abusive relationship as well, like, if my story could help one little girl not repeat the mistakes I did, or repeat putting her in situations that enabled me to be a victim, my journey was worth it. And it sounds like you share a similar fondness for that outcome for other people.